Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo's former home in Hawaii recently hit the market. They're asking $5 million for this one. Johnny Carson's estate in Malibu is for sale with a massive $110 million asking price. Today, once again, we're talking about some of the top celebrity and luxury real estate headlines from the last couple weeks. Let's get into it. Let's kick this one off with Pat Benatar, okay? So her old house in Hawaii is for sale. It's actually been on the market about 6 months or so. They're having kind of a hard time selling. The home is located on the island of Maui, near the town of Hana. Now, I've been to Hana before. It's pretty remote. The road to Hana is insane. Super fun to drive, but it is insane, which probably explains why this house has been a tougher sell. It's just literally hard to get to. It's not big like a lot of the houses that we look at. It's just a 3-bedroom house with about 3,200 square feet. Obviously, being right on the water is very appealing, although with these cliffs, it doesn't even look like you can actually get down to the ocean. Really cool little house, so Hawaii. That's your backdrop that you're looking at when you walk through the front door. Right off the main living room, they built this little wet bar. We got a good-sized master bedroom in here and a nice master bath. The views are just unbelievable. I cannot imagine waking up to this every day. Like, come on, are you kidding me? What a great house. I mean, yeah, it might be tough to get to, but I hope they get their price. Ricky Martin's former Beverly Hills mansion is for sale, but this one just got a big price drop. It was originally listed for sale for $75 million a couple months back. At the time, this made for one of the most expensive listings in Southern California, but they just slashed the price down to just under $50 million. You don't see $25 million price drops all that often. That is wild to see. The owners must really want it gone. Check out this approach, okay? So here's the front gate. The gate swings open. You wind up the driveway. Look at those trees and those hedges. You turn around. This is what it looks like going the other direction. You get to the top of the driveway. You got this massive motor court. Not sure when Ricky Martin lived here. The article didn't say. Current owner, though, is a natural gas exporter. Must be a lot of money in that. Some things about it do feel a little bit dated, in my opinion, but I feel like all these $50 million houses have this same general aesthetic, at least the ones that were built like 20, 30 plus years ago. Great property. I'm sure I could be schooled on the history. There's probably so much more to this than just some old dated finishes. Best of luck to the seller. For our next listing, no celebrity attached, just a cool house. Jackson Hole's most expensive listing is on the market for $60 million. This unique glass curved house sits on 36 acres in Wilson. It's nicknamed the River House due to its frontage of Snake River and its views of Grand Teton. Kind of a crazy story behind this one. So the owner is a cardiologist. He hired a local architect to build him a house here on this lot back in 1997. Well, that original house burned down in 2017, and so the house that we're looking at today is a house that same original architect redesigned for this lot after the fire. Probably not a huge surprise that I like this house a lot more than the last one. It's just so sleek, such a cool, unique style of architecture that honestly I've never really seen before. One downside is that, yeah, it's all glass, so it's not very private, but you saw how lush this property is in basically every direction, so you don't have any neighbors looking in at you. In the kitchen, we have an island that takes on the same shape of the house itself. So that's cool. So in this picture, it actually shows what the house looks like in the wintertime with snow on the ground. There's some eclectic details in here, at least with the furnishings, but the finishes themselves are very sleek and modern. Such a fun house. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. If you guys had the choice between this house or the last house we looked at, assuming location and all other factors are the same, which one would you pick? For our last listing, we've got to check this one out. TV host Johnny Carson's former Malibu estate is on the market, and for this house, they're asking $110 million. Johnny bought the home in the mid-1980s for $9.5 million. He passed away in 2005, and the home has resold a couple of times since, both times in the $40 million range. I'm sure a lot of the finishes have been refreshed since Johnny lived here, but the character's still there. Obviously, the landscapes and the views are amazing on this place, but wait till you guys see the inside. Here's your approach to the house. It's basically a jungle. And I don't even know where we're at here. Like, are we inside or outside? Is this the foyer? Is this the courtyard? No idea. Like, look at this. I can't even process what's happening here, but I'm obsessed. I'm just going to assume that we're looking at the main living area here in the back. This little area right here is like a sunken conversation pit by the fire. Now we're in that main living area looking back at the rest of the house over towards the front door. And because of all those trees, the home is basically as private as you can get. That's it for this week's episode, you guys. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, remember to hit the subscribe button down below before you go. We're putting new videos like this one out here on the Estate Media channel every Monday. So yeah, if you want to catch those, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you then.